What's up, guys? I hope you're all having a great day. I don't know where you guys are from, but I'm in a small town in Canada and it is devastatingly cold right now. I don't know if that's just because we go through summer and then come back to winter and forget how cold it gets, but I don't know, man. It's awful. It's not very enjoyable. My truck doesn't start and yeah, I don't know. This story is very insane, and the person I'm talking about in the story is also very insane, which sucks to say because all of my friends were, and I also included, were super close with him, but you know, shit happens, I guess. But he was in the story time of where I got way too high, and that's a really good one, so I'll link that in the description. And yeah, this guy's name is Parker. And now it's not actually Parker, but I'm just calling him that because I'm not friends with him anymore. And I'm not going to ask him about posting this video. And to be honest, hopefully he doesn't find this video because he'll probably go straight to combat. And that wouldn't be very fun because I'm too big of a fan of violence unless it's needed to be used. And this is a story where it definitely did not need to be used. That is an understatement. And this takes place June 2022. And it was a Friday, and this is when we were going to have a big-ass party at my homie Dre's house, like he always would, because he's had quite a few parties there, and this was another one of them. But unfortunately, we still did have school, so we had to deal with that. And yeah, I woke up on this day, ate a shit ton of breakfast. I had like eggs, 4 pieces of toast. This is when I had an appetite, to say the least. Anyway, my mom drove me to school. And I had fairly easy classes this semester. I had like math 11 in the morning. I think it was workplace, which is like the easiest one you can get. And then I had a flex, which is like no class. So you just don't have a class for the entirety of that period. And then I had lunch, I guess. And then after that, it was socials. I forget what the specific name was of this socials class, but it was like to do with war and stuff. And then I had earth science for my last class, and yeah, it was smooth. It ran pretty easy, and I had a couple friends in my classes. But after that, I went home, played some video games, and a couple hours went by and I got driven to Dre's to help him set up. So I was there a bit earlier. I was like there at 5 or something. Party started at like 7:30. And yeah, we were just like building a fire for when it got later, and it was super warm. So we were like swimming while we were doing this and stuff, and then getting out and then doing other things, setting up tables for beer pong and stuff like that. Yeah, we were just chilling until people showed up, and people started showing up. There was a few that were like pretty early, so that was fun. And we just started pre-gaming basically. And yeah, I was drinking some Bud and this like tropical vodka mix that was like with 40% or something. So I was digging into both of those, and I was feeling pretty good after about an hour. And that's when a bunch more people started showing up. So it was like, I don't know, 7. And I was having a good time. I was greeting my friends. And then Parker showed up, and I was like, "What's up, dog?" Slapped him up. And then also many people didn't want me to invite him because they've seen the side of him that I haven't. And that was a violent side. And what sucks is only when he would be intoxicated, basically, which was really unfortunate because he's a good dude when he doesn't drink. At least I've only seen him as a good person when he's sober. He's pushed me around a couple times, but I just like shrug it off or whatever. But yeah, he's got like a 24 pack of beer or something, probably some vodka too. And as soon as he got there, I was like, "Bro, want a shotgun?" And he was like, "Yep, I'm down." And then we get straight to it. We both stab the can and get after it. And then we see people playing beer pong. And me and him played really good together. So we were like, let's fucking do that. And we won a couple games. It was fun. We were having a good time. And then a couple hours pass and I'm like damn near out of beverages. And I am drunk. So I'm just sitting in a lawn chair, doing my own thing, trying not to pass out. Maybe smoking a few cigarettes, you know, things I'd do drunk but I wouldn't do sober. And I look over at my homies, Carson and Levi, and they just looked baked. And I thought it was the most funny thing ever. And I I had my re-up right there. Seeing them almost more out of it than I was, I think, just gave me the power to reawaken. And when I like sat out of my chair and I was ready to do something, and it was like very late now and cold, but I was like, fuck it, I'm going in the pool. And I just went onto the deck and then rounded up a bunch of people that were down to swim with me or like just jump in. And we had a blast. The coolest feeling being that drunk and just going into cold water. I felt like a child and it was awesome. And then I took a photo. I left my phone on like this swinging like double chair thing. And one of my friends took my phone and then like opened it up, put the camera on because you don't need the password, as probably everybody knows that's listening. But yeah, so I took a photo shoot with my friend. I didn't even know she was taking pictures on my phone. But yeah, me and my friend take a photo shoot. She was like just as drunk as me probably, but it was fun. It was a great time until it wasn't. I was gonna look for my friend Parker to play some more Pong with, and I noticed I had to piss really bad, so I just like went into the bathroom. There's a door on the deck that you walk through, and it's just like right to the right is where the bathroom is. And as I walk in, I see Parker there, so I'm like, oh sweet, I don't need to look for him now. I can just go take a piss and then ask him if he wants to play. So I did that. I took a piss. Took like fucking a minute because I drank so much. And at this time, the party was kind of winding down. People were looking for rides and stuff. So when I come out of the bathroom, Parker and his girlfriend are like right in front of me basically. Just like a few steps into the kitchen. And that's where they were, right beside the counter. And then Parker kind of gets away from his girlfriend, then comes up to me and he was like, dude, she was talking to another guy. I don't know what to do. The guy that she was quote unquote talking to was a guy I knew, and I was like, I don't think you would do that. But Parker has to be the most protective boyfriend, or overprotective boyfriend you could ever think of. And I was just trying to calm him down because like I knew it was nothing. But of course he wouldn't listen. And then we see the guy coming up the stairs. I'll call him Carl. And I was like, oh shit, I'm just gonna walk away. And then I walk into the kitchen to kind of talk to his girlfriend, Parker's girlfriend, to see what she was talking about with this guy. And she proceeds to tell me that she was literally just asking him to ask her friend, that's a girl, if she could get a ride home with her. And as she tells me this, I turn around because I hear Parker and Carl arguing like really loudly and obnoxiously. And like 2 seconds later, Parker grabs onto Carl and fucking throws him down the stairs. I was like, what the fuck? Did I just see that? And then Parker's girlfriend just starts bawling her eyes out, and I'm like, holy shit, this is no good. And I go downstairs. I like run downstairs right after this. It was a pretty fast situation. After he threw him down, he went down with him, like not falling, but just going down there to attack him more. And this was also like a fucking 15 staircase. So you could like die from falling down this shit if you landed wrong or whatever. But anyway, I follow after them. And when I get to the point where I can see down the staircase, I see Parker just fucking wailing on him like over and over and over again, just punching him in the head. And I'm like, holy shit, get the fuck off him, Parker. What are you doing? And then there's a bunch of people downstairs hanging out, so they're kind of breaking it up right away. And then one of Carl's friends just kicks Parker in the fucking mouth because obviously you're going to protect your friends. You're not going to let that shit happen to them. And then Parker's kind of hurt after this, so he kind of goes upstairs. And I just leave him be because I'm not going and talking to him now. I'm going to wait until he calms down because he's the type to fucking hit one of his friends in that when he's in that kind of mode, I guess. And then Carl's just like bawling his eyes out on the couch. And I go up to him and talk. And I'm like, are you okay, bro? And I'm just like kind of rubbing his back. And he's like, no, I think I broke something. I don't think he actually did end up breaking anything, but I could be wrong. He said his hand was really hurting though. But I was like, do you want me to call that ambulance or anything? And he's like, no, I think I'm good. And I'm like, okay, bro, do you need anything? And he's like, no, I'm chilling. And I'm like, okay. So I go upstairs. I try to find Parker after this. He's just on the deck. So I talk to him. And I'm like, why the fuck did you do that? And he's like, dude, he was talking to my fucking girlfriend and stuff. And I'm like, hold it right there, bro. The reason she was talking to him was because he was upstairs at the time and her friend that she needed a ride from wasn't. She was downstairs. So she asked Carl if he could ask her to give your girlfriend a ride. And he's like, I don't fucking care, dude. And I'm like, well, you should. You could have fucking killed this guy. You could have killed Carl. I don't think you maybe realize that when you're this drunk, but yeah, that can very easily happen if you throw somebody down a 15 staircase, okay? And he's like, yeah, whatever. And he kind of walks away. And I find Dre to like, he wasn't there, so I was like kind of telling him about it. And he was like, we need his ass kicked out. And I was like, yeah. And he is the worst at leaving parties when you try to kick him out or try to make him leave. He just won't do it. He'll try to fight anybody that comes up to him and tries to get him away even though nobody wants him there. So I don't know why you would want to be at a party that nobody wants you at, but he wants to stay always. And there's a lot more stories of where this exact situations happen. And there's a very, very funny and embarrassing one for me. And then Parker is also a part of it where anyway, let me know if you want to hear it in a different story time. This one's getting kind of long, so I can't. That's for another story time, trust. It's for another one. Maybe even future. I don't know about now. I don't think I'm ready for the trolls. But yeah, many reasons like this is why I'm not friends with Parker anymore. And none of my friends are either. Thank you guys so much for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed. It means a lot. Subscribe if you want to see more like this, and turn on notifications to not miss an upload. Shit, sorry, just about forgot the lesson of the story. Kind of ironic with a story like this. But don't let alcohol make you aggressive or whatever. Or just don't do it if it does. And you can't control it, just don't drink if that's the case. And if you're in a relationship, don't get jealous off of stupid shit. It makes you look dumb. It's hard on the other partner. But yeah, be nice. Love you guys all so much. See you in the next one. Later.